This is my second time in Vienna, but this is the first time I create something for the company, which I'm very thrilled about. Blanc started when we had a conversation with Manuel Legris in Houston. He was dancing there and I was presenting another work of mine, Sehen Sie, that's been presented here before at the Nureyev Gala. And we spoke a lot about the nostalgia in ballet and about the way things were different in ballet, in classical ballet in the past, and how things change so quickly and why do they change so quickly aesthetically. For me, I wanted to study what is the essence of classical ballet. So I thought one of the key to me is the white ballets, the white acts, which they're at the core of romantic ballets. And I'm very fascinated by the concept that like we're in a world ruled by men, and in this worlds of after death, they were always ruled by women in the ballet. I'm basing the piece in Chopiniana, Les Sylphides, a ballet by Michel Fokine. He made it in 1907 for Mariinsky, and then after he did it for Ballet Russe in 1909. And this ballet, to me, marked the end of this romantic era, the end of this romantic period, and also it is known as the first abstract ballet. He was closing a very, very dramatic period in ballet history and opening up to a whole new one. And I don't really believe in abstraction. I normally think like we always look for meaning, like we always try to, even in Kandinsky, we try to read narrative. So it's part of our nature as human beings. So I thought, okay, if it's not abstract, what is this ballet? And I thought it's plotless. So Fokine was Blanc. Like he came with no narrative, and he created just out of the white, the emptiness. I'm paying a little bit of attention to this creative process of an artist through the eyes of this poet. So he's confronting the white page, he's confronting his mind being Blanc, and he's beginning to get inspired, like from a very small contact, a very small connection that he has when he meets a woman. The music, I wanted to use Chopin because I thought that's the very essence of Chopiniana, and I didn't want to use the original music from Chopiniana. Normally, I don't like to use the original music of the ballets because I feel like that's a huge part of the work, and I feel I want to have my own version, my own way of approaching the work. I went through the whole archives of Chopin over and over and over and over again, many times, and they're quite long. And after a while, like I realized that it was Romance, the second movement of his concert number 1. That was just the most romantic thing he ever wrote. I thought it was very, very poignant for my work because I'm dealing with romanticism, so I wanted to use that. And then I'm working with a composer, a great composer called Mikael Karlsson, who is a Swedish composer. He lives in New York, and we had worked together in the past. Like I said, the music is very, very cinematic, which for me is one of the elements that I also use in my work quite a lot. I like to use video projections a lot. And the very first person I watched was Lorenz Rupp, and I immediately saw him. Like it was quite funny because I just saw, okay, it's him, and there was no way. And then we went back and forth trying to get him because he's pretty busy, and we thought he wouldn't manage, and finally we got it after. So I'm extremely happy that he's with us. And Lawrence brings like an incredible warmth to the character also. He's a fantastic actor, and I'm really happy to have him on board. It's very hard for me to understand when he speaks in German, but I'm hoping that he's saying the right things. Incredibly gifted company. At the moment, I think Manuel had put one of the very best ensembles in Europe. I think it's quite breathtaking to see them work. So I feel really lucky to have a company like that with so many great artists.